Hello and welcome to West Wales. If we've not met, I'm Becca. It's lovely to meet you on a glorious sunny October morning. Got a busy day ahead. I was really hoping I was going to get my sewing video done or my next sewing video out. I'm halfway through filming it, but it's just not done. And I've got lots of things on my ticket today, which means that I really am not going to get to the sewing machine. I'm walking the dog at the moment, and I'll turn the camera around. We were here not very many days ago, so you might well recognise it. So walk the dog, pick up a carpet cleaner from Haverfordwest, pick up the click and collect from Lidl, and or is it Aldi? Oh, I better check that. I can't remember who I ordered it from. Anyway, pick up the click and collect shopping. On the way, there is one of my favourite charity shops, so we're going to go in there. And then I need to set to with a carpet cleaner. We have got guests coming next week. They don't stay with us because we have got quite a small house with about 450 square feet, which, I mean, even by UK standards, that's quite small. I think by sort of Australia, Canada, America, which is kind of majority of where I get my views from, I think that's really quite small. Anyway, so that's sort of what I've got to get done. And I'm really enjoying making videos, and I think twice a week seems to be great. I like that. It seems to fit in with what I'm doing, and I just like checking in with you and just finding out what you're up to. So in the comments below, what are you up to this weekend? What have you been doing? And did you enjoy seeing the supermoon? Did you have a clear sky so you could see the autumn equinox, because it was what is called a supermoon, and my goodness, it was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So the little dog and I, and Andrew was taking photographs, but the little dog and I were out for our walk, and I shot a little bit of footage. I mean, I'm literally just videoing on my phone, so I never get anything particularly stunning when the light levels have dropped, but I'll drop it in below so you can see. And yeah, met some of our friends who are in the Pembrokeshire Blue Tits, who are an open water swimming group, and they were having a little fire out on the beach, and then right at high tide they went out for their swim. Right, I'll turn the camera around and show you where we are. So we're back on this path, and you will recognise it from the last video, but I'm really enjoying walking along here. And I just love all this bracken. It's just wondrous. Yeah, so as you can see, nice blue sky. Few puffy clouds around. I'm never quite sure what they're called. Andrew knows. I do really miss not being able to walk places like this with Andrew. He has got an off-road mobility scooter, but this path is just a little bit too narrow, and it's got a bit of adverse camber, so it is not the best path for him. But hopefully we're going to do some walks when our friends are here, and if we do a wheelchair accessible walk, I will take you along and show you, because I do know from the comments that quite a few people who watch this channel have mobility issues. So I always like to try and show what the accessibility is like when I go places. I mean, really, I probably could do a whole channel on that, but as I don't have mobility issues, I sort of feel that wouldn't be quite right. And as I've said before, Andrew doesn't mind making the occasional cameo appearance, but he doesn't really want to be in the videos. I mean, his opinion is it's my thing, and he doesn't want to take away from that because he has his stuff, and if he wanted to make a YouTube video he would, but he doesn't, so you know, that's fine. I've also had a request to see some of his photographs, and yeah, I will do that at some point. I've also had a request to talk about bees and beekeeping. It is on my list, I promise you, but I need to actually kind of put some things together rather than just randomly talk off the top of my head, because I'll miss things out if I do that. Right, okay, well, I'm going to carry on with the walk. Then, yeah, charity shop, because it's on the way. Carpet cleaner, shopping, back to the house. See you in a bit. So when I go to the charity shop, stroke thrift shop, stroke op shop, depending on where you live in the world, I always have something in the back of my mind that I'm looking for, because obviously you never know what you're going to find. I'm always looking for some either fabric or some clothes I can repurpose that are made out of natural fibres. It is becoming much more difficult to find that than it ever used to be. I've got a few things on my list that are for my journaling, sort of art journaling, sketchbooks, and I want something that I can actually put my journaling supplies and sketchbook supplies in, and my sketchbooks. And I was thinking about a vintage suitcase maybe, or a little cupboard. I'm not quite sure. So we'll see what they've got. I mean, they might have nothing, and quite often they don't have anything that's suitable. And I'm not going to buy something just for the sake of buying it. But I'll just see what they've got. And I also always sort of keep my eye out for some interesting crockery or some nice glasses, or, you know, something for the home. Because I have a very kind of eclectic home, I think is the best way of putting it. And, you know, nothing matches, but that's the way I like it. And we had some friends come over for dinner, and I sort of remarked on how, you know, none of my crockery matched. And a few weeks later, lovely lady, she gifted me a sort of starter home kit of matching crockery. And I was like, oh, no, you didn't get that I liked not having matching crockery. And it was such a sweet gift. And I was just like, okay, thank you. I mean, what do you say to someone that does such a lovely thing for you, but actually it's really not what you're after? Right, okay. I'll try and film in the charity shop. The charity shop workers don't like being in videos. I have asked them before and they're like, oh no, don't want to be. So, you know, they won't be in it. And, you know, I will try and, if there are people in there, I will respect their privacy. So there might be a bit of footage, there might not. It really does depend how busy they are. Anyway, see you in a bit. This charity shop is actually the big collection centre for the whole county. So you get a really good selection of things. I liked this table, but it was a bit too big for putting my journaling supplies on. And then I saw this wonderful old steamer trunk, but I opened it up and it was full of mould, so that was a no. You get everything from household items to sofas, and generally the furniture's in really good condition because they only take good stuff. If it's a bit ratty, then it goes to the tip. One of the challenges I have is that I see so many things that I really like, but I just don't have room for. I was very taken with this typewriter, but really, where on earth would I put it? So that's another no. Now this looks promising. It would fit in the corner next to my desk, and it already had lined shelves, so that's a possibility. But I just had a little look round to see if there was anything else that took my fancy, but that really was the best one, until I looked at the back, full of woodworm. No, thank you. I just love these tiffin tins, but you'll need to wait till the end of the video to see what I actually decided to buy. I'm at my local home base to pick up the carpet cleaner, but I'm also going to have a little look and look at the Christmas decorations, see if we've got nice plants. I do sometimes have some nice plants. Plus, I had a minor issue in the kitchen in that the washing machine decided to give up the ghost and flooded the kitchen floor quite badly. And luckily it's a concrete kitchen floor, but I've had to completely get rid of all of the vinyl flooring because water had been leaking for some time. It had got underneath, it had all gone mouldy, so that was all a bit nasty. And so I've had to rip that up. In the fairly near future, we are going to need a new kitchen floor, so I'm just going to have a little think about what we might go for. So I'll just see what they've got. I mean, I won't take long because I am on a bit of a mission today. But yeah, I'll I'll see if there's anything interesting, and I'll show you what I find. Anyway, back in a minute. There's a really good selection of winter bedding here, and it's all lovely and colourful, and I was quite tempted. I actually had just bought online some different bits of winter bedding to go in, so although I was very tempted, I did keep my hands in my pockets and just looked. Then the Christmas decorations. Probably won't go for an artificial tree. We always try and actually use things from around us, so a more natural look. But I was really taken with some of the lights. I do love a bit of a twinkly light theme, and yeah, there were some great options here. Probably need another shopping trip fairly soon, because I really liked the blue sparkliness going on. Next stop, the flooring aisle, and I like these. These were made out of recycled water bottles, and they're made in the UK. I then also spotted these, which might make a good kitchen floor. When I was driving towards the shops, I'd noticed a sign for a garage sale, and they were still going when I was coming back, so I pulled in and thought I'd just have a little look and see if I could find anything that was going to work for me. I tried desperately hard not to buy things that I have no use for. I mean, I liked an awful lot of what they had, and anything on these tables was just 50p. I mean, that is such a bargain. And she had some lovely things. She had some ratty things as well, but you know, it's a garage sale. That's what it's all about, isn't it? I did get a couple of bits, so at the end of the video I'll let you see them. The house was a Victorian cottage, and there were lots of things that definitely fitted in with that vibe, and I do like that whole cottage vibe. But I was strong, and I didn't buy things that I just have no use for. Hello, so back home, and oh gosh, bought lots of exciting things. Spent a grand total of £8.50, and I will put the conversion on the screen so you get an idea of what it is in your currency. And yeah, so I've got some nice bits and pieces, mostly from the charity shop. So very practical. Stainless steel saucepan, £2. I do have one this size already, but the top's come off the lid, which makes it a little bit dangerous to kind of try and get the top off. So yeah, this bit has come off and I can't reattach it. So there you go. Milk saucepan with somebody else's burnt milk on. Absolutely sure I'm going to be able to get that out. And again, my milk saucepan is a bit beyond the pale, so that is going to the recycling. Colander. My colander is getting towards the end of its life, handle's a bit wobbly. That's going to the recycling, and this will be my new colander, and that was £2. Then this bunch of Beatrix Potter books, and they have got, not all of them, but quite a few of them have got, oh no, I can't find it, but anyway, they've got sort of scribbles and various things in them, and that little pile was £1, and that's going to be for junk journaling. And I did think at some point I might quite like to do a second channel and do a junk journaling channel, but you know, I've got to think about it because I do quite a few things already. Anyway, so that was a good find, very happy with that. Then last thing from the charity shop, brand new mixer glasses, which we will use as water glasses. Brand new in the box, would have cost £9.99 new. I got those for £4. Then from the garage sale, I got a couple of bits, and a lot of what they had there was just 50p an item. Lovely couple. I did ask their permission to actually film, and we got chatting, and it turns out that they are selling up, and they're going to be travelling around Europe in their camper van, and they're going to be putting it on YouTube. So I have said when they're at that point, let me know so that I can pass on their details And yeah, they were just absolutely delightful, and I could have spent hours talking to them. However, I had ice cream in the car, so I had to get home, and I got 2 little bits and pieces. It's a really cute little basket, and then this, which is glass chopping board that I am going to use for rolling out ink when I do printing for lino cuts. So those were my second-hand bits, and I did buy myself something new for the house. Not very exciting. It was a new mat, and once the carpet is cleaned, then I will just drop in a picture of that mat in place, because it's going to be just for inside the front door. Because the reason we have to clean the carpet quite as much as we do is we have a tendency to leave the front door and the back door open, and the dog just runs between the front and the back, and I don't clean her feet when she's doing that, and so we have a sort of a mud coloured stripe running across my lovely grey carpet. Which, you know, why I picked a pale grey carpet, I don't know. In my head, you see, we were kind of living this whole kind of beach life, retired life, and, you know, we weren't going to have mud all over our house, which, you know, when we farmed, we had mud all over our house. And guess what? I've still got mud all over my house. So, yeah, that's what I got, and I'm really pleased with them. Hope you enjoyed coming along for the journey. And oh, the dogs come for a little hello. And a bit different from my normal videos, but I like just making lots of different variety of videos. As you know, this is my hobby, and I thought it'd be fun to show you what you can find in your charity shops. And I think it's really encouraging to know that you don't have to go out and spend a fortune if you want to update a few things. And yeah, really enjoying myself. I love a charity shop. I'm really bad at doing this, and I keep forgetting every time I make a video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, leave a comment, and press the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. And I also have a buy me a coffee, and I'm really delighted to say that I get lots of lovely support over there. So if you'd like to make a small donation to help with the running cost of the channel, then I will leave the link to the buy me a coffee page in the description below. Okay, I'm like a real YouTuber now. I've done the whole YouTube bit. So until next time, bye.